Hey everyone, Emma Louise from Soul to Soul Paranormal here. We had an investigation on the 21st of April 2021, which was a great wee night. I just wanted to put our evidence together for you so you can watch. We documented a good bit of the night, and we got a few wee hits on some of our devices, which was great. We came in contact with a lot of children's spirits, and there was another kind of more sinister spirit that kind of came towards the end. Kate picked up on them, so we needed to kind of make a quick exit. So it was a shorter investigation than we had hoped, but it was still a great experience, and we are looking forward to our next investigation, which will hopefully be very soon. So just keep an eye out on the page, and we hope to bring you more footage soon.
Right. Is there anyone upstairs? Would you like to show yourself? I know there's somebody up there. Can you come out again? I seen you a minute ago. Can you come out to the front here? We're not going to harm you, don't be afraid. Come back out to the front. I know you're a girl, not very old, 14, 15. Can you come back out and show yourself to me again, please? Can you make some sound so that we know you're about there? So that the rest of the team can hear you. You knock a piece of wood. Or throw something. My name is Kate.
My name is Emma.
And this is Keith and this is Brian.
Hello. Hello.
We don't mean you any harm at all.
We're just here to talk with you. Communicate with you.
What's your name?
Can you tell Brian your name?
Are you alone?
Are you afraid? Are you afraid someone's going to come?
Don't be afraid.
Would you like to try knocking on the wood? If that's the way you'd like to communicate with us. Or throw a piece of straw down. Or let us hear you say hello. That's my belly, excuse me.
I thought she was communicating.
Well, whatever it was when the light went up, she walked back.
Right. Do you want to try using this?
What she's given me here is she's round 14. There's, and she hid up here because she was afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the reason she was afraid is because someone used to come in and she was afraid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she used to hide up in here
Right.
to get out of their way.
This would coincide with what we picked up in here last night, Kate. Or Keith.
Oh,
Was it?
Did you see that?
Coincide with what we picked up in here last night, Kate. Or Keith.
Oh,
Was it?
Did you see that?
I did.
What did you pick up?
Was it moan?
There was a moan there.
I
What
heard
did-
it.
You heard it too.
Was it moan?
I was like,
Are you recording? Voice
yeah.
recording?
I am, yeah.
I am voice recording.
That should,
Well, they would. Does that sound record as well, doesn't it?
It should be.
it should do, yeah, it should be recording.
I heard a moan.
What did you pick up the last time in here?
And whenever we done the spirit box session where I was I had the headphones in.
Would you,
and-
soon you're talking, would you move the mask down because I have to lip read if I can't make you out?
You probably won't be able to see me lip read.
I can, yeah, with the light, yeah.
You won't be able to see me lip read.
I can, yeah, with the light, yeah.
Whenever I had the headphones in and I was doing the spirit box session, we got rape through.
I see, to me it was some like kind of abuse.
Oh.
That's why she
Using
was
the
hiding.
REM pod? Is there anyone here who would like to communicate with us?
I can hear a scream.
Who is screaming?
Rape. Moving.
What's moving?
Back.
Who's moving back?
Back
Now?
there.
Is there somebody here in this room with us? Is that person here that did the crime?
Go back. There's a deep voice coming through, but I can't understand it. Watch you.
Who's watching us? This is a REM pod. It's not going to harm you. It's not going to hurt you. If you approach it and use your energy to touch, it'll activate. I promise you it will not hurt you. If you just approach it, it'll activate and let us know that you're there.
Brian, you have a soft sort of voice. You know the way you asked her name and not to be afraid. Can you talk to her?
Thanks very much, Kate. That
No,
didn't insult me at all.
no,
there.
no, I didn't mean that. But you know, there's a difference. I can see a difference. You know, the way Brian spoke, the way his tone was softer. Yours is more direct.
Right.
Sorry, Keith.
I'll
You'd be like,
Take that under
you'd be like a film producer sort of job. You know.
yeah, okay. Right, Brian, yes or no questions. Moving on.
Action.
Yeah, don't be afraid to come out to us. You came out to Kate about 5 minutes ago. We mean you absolutely no harm whatsoever. If you feel afraid, set off the REM pod. It'll let us know that you are afraid. You can reach out and touch it if you wish, but it won't do you any harm whatsoever.
It's like a toy. You can play with it and it'll make a wee noise.
Did something bad happen to you here? Was it somebody in the family? Or was it a stranger? Feel free to come out and touch the round pot. Or you can knock on the wall.
Or you can use your voice. We heard you a wee while ago.
Would the name Annie May mean anything to you? Would you like to touch the REM pod to acknowledge that as a yes, if it does? Or make a noise, or touch somebody here?
Don't be afraid. Do you live here? Are you alone at the moment?
She's backing off.
I see.
Ah, she's backing off.
Scared. Don't be afraid.
It's something to do with the time. It's to do with this time. She's backing off.
All right.
Thank you, darling, very much.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
won't bother you anymore.
Good night.
Good night. Sarah, look at these little balls. Huh? We have these little balls, and they all go bright coloured. I have another one over here. Do you want to talk to us? Let us know you're about. Move one of the little balls and let us see it light up. Hello, Sarah. My name is Kate. You called me when I came in here. Did you want to talk to me? We've put a little ball on top of the headstone. If you want to move that, it'll make pretty colours. Then we'll know you're there then.
It's 7 o'clock, that direction now.
Did you want to come out and play, Sarah, with the rest of the children? There's plenty running about here. You don't have to be shy. We'll look after you. Where's Keith standing?
Here. Here.
All I'll get is the lights. You in the centre, Keith. She's run up behind you. She said she's something to do with you.
She said there's something to do with it.
She said she's something to do with you. I don't know, maybe an ancestor or something. But she recognised you because she says, run to Keith.
Okay.
You might have one that's not scared of
Oh well.
You should ask her some questions to see. Ask her what way she related to you. I'll get out of the way here.
To me? Can you let me know that you're there? I do feel like my combats are pressed against my leg also.
See there.
Yeah, my combats feel like they're pressed
See all
against
that
the back of my leg.
green shrubbery there?
Yeah.
That's after going fuzzy for me there for a split
Really?
second. Just a line, yeah. I just went like as if it went zzz.
That's an energy. Yeah.
I
There's
just-
somebody here. There's somebody here.
Just for about 2 seconds, I went fuzzy there in front
And
of
then
me.
you were getting in your legs and your trousers being pulled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there was something pushed up against the back of my eyes. Now see, I was recording the voice here, but let me go back and play it again. See.
No, there's somebody more sinister here now because they tried to grab both my arms there.
Alright.
You know, as if they wanted to put them behind my back.
Right.
But you've triggered it off.
Me?
You've triggered it off. You look like somebody that they didn't like.
Oh.
So the person that you look like, that this person that's a bit sinister,
Right.
was buried in this graveyard
Right.
and didn't want to be buried in this graveyard.
Alright. I look like that person
You remind them of the person, yeah.
that was buried here,
Yeah,
but didn't want to be buried here.
yeah.
Right.
It must have been you then that your arms were put behind your back and you were restrained. It was sort of like against a person's will. Maybe that's why, you know, this is, oh look where we're standing at the grave I said someone was murdered in.
Right.
I have a feeling that you were murdered in the past life by restraint and you were put into this grave when you shouldn't have been in this graveyard.
Me?
Mm.
But what year's on that?
Pardon?
What year is on that?
1953?
1951.
51, sorry.
So what year you were born? If you don't mind me asking there, Brian, if that's not a personal question or cheeky question there
Hey,
for
wait.
you, that's
Is this a relatively new headstone?
maybe a reincarnated.
No, that's for headstones for here.
Yeah.
No,
So it's actually
here.
one that's here?
It's here.
Right.
So it's obviously,
Oops.
oh, careful.
It's here. It's here.
1965.
Right.
That's when I was born.
No, because that's for the grave there. It faces the grave.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not there. It's here.
Aye.
Oh, I'm standing on it too.
Right.
I shouldn't
So
even be
it's,
standing on it.
to be
Forgive
born,
me.
you see?
Because I could just feel the both arms being pulled, as you know, they want to put them behind my back. That's where I got from here from the start. Somebody was murdered and put in here. So it's you in a past life was murdered and put in here against your wishes. You didn't want to be buried here. And whoever was around recognised you. Whoever was here recognised you.
So I was murdered in a past life,
Yeah,
and I'm buried here.
yeah.
You're standing over your own grave.
I don't know where to come now.
Does that all give you chills up your spine there now, Brian?
Does it give me chills? I'll go home and have a cup of tea and think about it. You three hear your phone ringing at 3 o'clock in the morning and screaming down the light, that would be me.
I just
I wonder how you. Is there supposed to be no records? Would there be records?
Probably could get them.
There
yeah.
has to be
See, the problem
records
is
somewhere
that
from
you
way,
see-
way back.
There were a lot of records were destroyed in the big fire
Yeah.
in Dublin that time.
I think I could only get names of 54 people here.
You were murdered here, right? Put in here against your wishes, because you're not from here.
Yeah.
But I would know your cottage if I seen it.
You would know my cottage.
I would know your cottage if I seen it.
Would you?
Mm,
Right.
I would. But you're not from here
No.
to be buried in here. That's why you didn't want to be here.
And I was murdered.
Yeah.
What age was I?
About the age you are now.
In my 50s.
Hmm. Early 50s, but
Mm.
50, 51. What are you now?
Oh, I'm past that.
Right, that's all right, because
You're
you've
past-
you've
you're
passed
past
that.
it.
You've preceded your death age, so you know that doesn't repeat. It won't
No.
repeat now in this life again.
Right.
If you've passed the age of death then.
Right.
This is the reaction of a man who just found out he's been murdered.
Yes. In a earlier life?
In an early life.
And an
In
earlier
the
life.
past life.
Have you witnessed this before? Different people?
Yeah.
You have.
I knew I felt that when I
How-
came in.
Oh, earlier on the night?
Remember when I came in to
Ah.
start, I said there was somebody buried here, but they were murdered.
That's right. Have you any idea how I was murdered?
You were restrained, but I'm not sure there's anything there.
Right.
I just know you were restrained against your will.
Really interesting to see if we can try and find out. Maybe I wonder if there's any, if you say it could have been a lot of records that have been damaged or burnt.
You can even ask and see if you pick up. Just say, you know, I was murdered here, and how was
Well,
I
this-
murdered here?
This could be a place that you can come in here if we're somewhere else and sit down and talk and see if you can get a you know, get a response
Absolutely.
and quietness.
I'll have to come back again. Definitely. Are we late to come back always?
We Sarah
Go and
knows you.
visit your own grave, Brian.
Visit my own grave.
We Sarah knows you. The wee one in this grave.
Right.
She comes out sometimes when you are out and about. She says you get crabbit sometimes, so she runs back in.
She might be far wrong, yeah, I can be crap.
So it wasn't me she knew, it was Brian.
That was my next question. What was my name?
At the
Can
party
Sarah
table,
name
there's
who-
there's
Can-
no
Ask to see if it'll give you your name. Just say what name did I have?
What name did I have in the past life? Or Sarah, if you're here, can you tell me the name of the person buried in this spot below my feet? How was I murdered?
Who?
Was I married?
Somebody just appeared right beside you when you says that. How was I murdered? A head just came right beside you there now.
Man or woman?
A male.
Right.
But Sarah's at my bum. You know, she's
Right.
this. She said she used to call you Uncle Jope, J-O-P.
Right.
I don't know if it was short for something or she couldn't say your name or has she got a wee impediment, but she
Right.
called you Uncle Jope, J-O-P.
Does Uncle Joe have a brother?
This is right behind me. She's like swinging on my coat, you know, pulling me there. But the person appeared beside you, right the same height as you,
Yes.
right beside you, the male.
Was I murdered here?
No, you were half murdered here, taken outside, murdered and brought back in here to make sure you were completely dead when they brought you back in.
Right.
I think you tried to escape. That's why you weren't completely murdered the first time you went outside. You tried to escape and you've come back.
Right.
You know what?
Sarah's agreeing with me.
Yes.
The O'Donnell clan used to bring their men here to get healed.
To get what?
Healed.
It's like a
Oh, really?
triage.
Right.
Who used to bring who?
The O'Donnell clan, the clan that actually built this place. They
Mm.
used to bring their wounded here to get healed. What's not to say that maybe somebody came and was trying to finish you off here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That if
Good
they knew
theory.
like what a siege took place or something.
Yes.
That's all I could find in the place here because there's not really much more and I'd need to kind of dig deeper.
Right.
Are you anything to O'Donnell's? Is there any O'Donnell's on your line anywhere? Down history?
I don't think so, no.
None of your parents' sides or anything?
No. No.
I'm just after getting a really, 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 really sore head.
Are you feeling an energy about them? Despite you being crabbit, the children in here like you.
Thanks.
So they do. They're not afraid. It's just when you get crabbit, they run again and
Brian's
hide.
got a soft
But they
voice,
like you.
doesn't
The
he?
kids like you.
Yeah, the two in spirit as well.
You know.
So
Yeah.
it's not so much crabbit. You know where if they were running about enjoying themselves but a wee bit too much or they wouldn't listen to you, come on now, time to
Yes.
settle down.
Yes.
You know, you'd have to sort of higher your voice the next time
Yes.
and then they would call you crabbit, you know,
Right.
more
I
than
know.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. To listen to the command.
She is so lovely, wee Sarah. She's got this like grey blue eyes and she's blonde hair and she's beautiful.
Right.
Oh, she's so cute.
Right.
She's the cutest wee thing ever.
Right.
Oh, she's so cute. If I ever see a photograph anywhere that looks like her, I'll show you.
I wonder what time frame are we at? You know, what year are we at roughly?
17, 18, round that, 17, 18.
100?
Yeah. Sarah, can you knock the ball off one of the stumps? There's one on the headstone and there's one here in the pillar. Can you knock the ball off? And then you see all the pretty colours and your friends can see all the pretty colours. And Uncle Joe won't scold you either.
I won't. Open my mouth. Promise.
Can you do it for Uncle Joe? Show him that you're playing. Because he doesn't know that these balls light up. So you let him see that the balls light up. Can you make any of them move? Knock them over? Or touch them enough that they'll light up? Or if you look what Emma has put on the headstone, she's put a little green light. If you touch that, other colours will come up as well, all pretty colours. Oh, she's so crafty.
Where is she now?
She's saying Uncle Joe can touch them.
I'll touch the ball if she wants to come up. I'll touch and I'll stand beside the ball so you don't need to be afraid.
Show her how it works.
There, Uncle Joe's going to... That's the one, Keith. Keith says Uncle Joe will show you how it works.
Probably need to move it a bit more. Maybe it's been trying to work. Just takes a little bit more force. So.
There you are now. Come up and play with the ball now, you don't need to be afraid.
You can knock it off that.
Oh.
Very good, Sarah.
Good girl, Sarah.
Great stuff.
She must trust Uncle Joe. Good girl yourself, Sarah.
Oh, you're doing it right.
You need to praise her, Uncle Joe.
Aye?
You need to praise her now.
That's a fantastic job. Very good.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Keep lighting the light. Let us know you're here. You don't need to be afraid. That's it. Do you like the ball?
There's other children now at my leg, they're watching.
I know my leg got freezing actually.
Do you feel it?
2 legs are freezing.
That's the kids, there are lots of them in here.
I bet you've never seen a ball like that before.
Gosh, it's really going well.
That's amazing.
There's another one over here if somebody wants to play with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all you do is just touch it. You can knock it off if you want and it'll light up.
You can move it if you wish. You can tap the green light.
I'll step back from it.
Bring your friends around now and play with them. These are all safe here. These will not harm you. I promise you. They won't harm you. That's it. Keep flashing the light.
That shouldn't be going on that long. Like.
No, never goes
They go
that
off,
long.
Like.
They must be all in a line hitting it.
It must be, yeah.
Play with the ball.
There's another one over here if somebody wants to play with this one.
Oh, Sarah says nope, it says Uncle
Light
Joe's.
up and take your
You need to be showing her how to do it.
Will you try to beat the other ball?
Try the other one and see, because I want you to see
Good to see.
Oh, swim back on again.
We'll up to the other ball, kids, won't we? See?
Yes, indeed. Be interesting if that one stops now.
No. Can you take that ball as well? Go
That one's still going.
I know.
It shouldn't be going still.
Head up.
Go over and play with that one now and leave that one a wee break there. So we see if you can do the other one over here.
Do you find they're still down there, kid?
The what, sorry?
Do you still find that the children are down there at that
Yeah, they're all fascinated by it.
Are they? Aye. Yeah.
I wonder, can she make the green light change to the other lights, in the
Yeah.
K2 meter?
Okay.
Ask her to see if she make the green light
You
change.
probably best ask her if
That's
she
okay.
trusts, she trusts you, because
So can you make the green light move and change colour? Don't be afraid to come up and touch it. So you can. Sure, you're up over there. Don't be afraid. Come up and touch the grey box and make the other light flicker. If you can. Don't be afraid. Bring your friends.
It takes a lot of energy, I know, but you'll be able to see all the nice colours on the box.
Uncle Joe will not be angry, I promise you.
I thought about you asking her to see about the green lights, because she's an ancestor of yours.
Yeah.
Ask her, can she show you how to put the green lights up onto all the other colours?
Can you make them turn into different colours for me, can you? If you don't mind. You know me.
I just tell her who you are now.
Hmm?
Just tell her, it's your Keith and you're related to her.
My name's Keith. Keith Ramsey. I'm related to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
We're
girl.
relations.
Good. That's it.
That's great.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
That's
Um,
amazing.
You've got the bigger ones now coming over behind me, sort of looking to see what's going on here.
That light stopped there now. It's started again. See ya?
It definitely must be that wee grave there then that Sarah's in.
Look, it's flashing again.
Is the K2 flashing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Flash the lights.
Oh, I can't see it from here, you see.
Don't be afraid. Nothing touch the grey box.
It intermittently stops. Do you see that? It's strange.
Once you touch it, it goes off for a little while, you see.
Ah,
It
right.
flicks for a wee while, because once you touch it, but that should stop, that unless you're constantly
I do
using
see
it.
that. It's stopping and starting.
It's constant now.
It's not for fractions, secondary rhythm to go away.
It's like, so she touches it again when it goes off.
We're not allowed to stay here too long, by the way.
They want us here too long.
There's a couple of the adults that have come up, although they're fascinated. They're following me around here and they're saying there's something's not good or somebody's not good that's coming here and we're not to stay here too long.
Do you want us to leave?
Even they're afraid of whoever it is.
Somebody that's buried here?
Sorry?
Is it somebody that's buried here?
I'm not sure. It's just they're afraid. Whoever the spirits, the older spirits on here are afraid and they don't want us to be here whenever whoever it is comes here.
They're trying to look out for us.
Oh, it's out. It's out. Oh, wow, it went completely out there. Maybe that's them, her agreeing. Oh my God, I can feel them behind me here. I've told them. Okay. They think I haven't told you. They think I haven't told you. They don't want us to be here.
Understand. Thank you for letting us know.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate you and we respect you for allowing us to talk to you tonight. Thank you. We're very grateful indeed. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
And thank you, Uncle Job. Or Job.
Joe. We'll have to go back and find Joe. And to chat with him.
Look, this ball. I feel bad now taking it. Maybe she's leaving.
There seems to be men that come here, later on, here, and the spirits here all disappear
Right.
and won't be out when they're here.
What do you
They're
mean,
very
like
frightened.
Living people?
No, dead people.
Dead people?
Are afraid?
They're afraid that the adults that are in here
Yes.
are afraid of the other dead people that come here later on.
Right.
They hide when they come.
Oh.
They're afraid of them. I
And
don't know who they are, but they're afraid of them.
Was anybody else murdered in here?
Did you want to go out there and see if there's any?
No, that's the only one that I was drawn to from the very beginning. You know, that space there that the obviously it was you then and Sarah is where I was drawn to. Lots of little children running about, but all in good form, very happy, no problem. Adults,
Going off as a warning.
the adults here were fascinated by this, but of no harm, but very, very strict about the warning they're giving me. That's why I said to them, I've told you. It's like they want to protect us.
Yeah.
They don't want us to meet whoever it is coming here.
Can they tell us who's coming?
Sorry?
I'm just wondering, can they tell us who's coming? You know.
What the spirits in here, can they tell us? Can you tell us who these group are that you are afraid of, that you're trying to warn us to get out of here before they come? This is really strange. They give me the weirdest name. They call them serpents.
Oh, serpents?
Serpents?
That's
I don't know what that will...
Serpents wouldn't.
A serpent's like a snake?
Pentecostal.
Yeah, serpent's like a snake, but I wonder maybe a snake is in their armour or something, you know, their
Yes.
clan or something.
Right.
It could be a clan, you know.
Yes.
And that's the way that what they see as the serpent. That's the only way they can sort of tell us.
Yes.
And maybe they don't want to name them, you know, name them exactly, but maybe
It wasn't-
serpents is the way that.
You wouldn't have Pentecostal.
They are coming.
People here, would they, in Ireland?
Do
Do
they
you-
want us to step
do you-
out?
Yeah, I
They
think
do.
we need to step out. They're coming.
Perfect.
They're coming, are
They are.
We better go.
Oh, and they're very clever. They can
Right.
sneak up very quietly without you realising they're here,
Right.
and then they're here.
Right.
Thank you, everyone in here
Thanks,
tonight.
boys and girls.
I'm just going to take this now, okay? Thank you for making it go off.
Thank you, Sarah, and all the little ones. Oh, I'm getting out of here.
That's no bother.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Like full calms, I can feel it on the air.
No, take a wonder what
Very good. Very good.
See, whenever we were rehearsing here the last time, there was a shadow moved in front of my light that I caught.
Sorry, what'd you say?
The last time we were here, I had this set up with the light and the house next door, and there was a shadow moved in front of it, but the battery died in the camera before I caught it, and I literally was filming on my phone, and I was panning across, and I was at Keith, and I missed the camera, the shadow
Oh,
coming from, but you can
no.
see it. You could darken out you a bit.
Right, we need to walk and talk here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been a good one to have captured. Just walk to your side. Don't let them see your faces. Walk to the side. Keep your face facing this way until you get round this corner. Oh! Sorry, it's an alarm on this.
Who was that?
There's an alarm on this torch, it goes off.
So we're trying to avoid them getting you set the alarm.
Maybe that'll scare them. They'll not know what that is. Don't even know why that went off.